Well, here we are again, starting another 10-hour timer. I just had so much fun yesterday at the Wilderness Agility course that I wanted to come back for 10 more hours, and this time, really focus on the Anti-Pking. Unfortunately, in my last video, it took me about 6 hours of that 10-hour grind to really get a grip on what I wanted to use while Anti-Pking here, and so because of this, I didn't get to capitalize as much as I wanted to on making profit while killing PKers. So hopefully in today's video, we run into a lot of PKers. We're sticking with the same setup that we concluded with from last time, and we'll see if we switch it up later on during the video. It's all about finding what you're most comfortable with, and I feel like trying different setups and different weapons is really going to benefit me long term. And at the same time, we're going to be doing the Wilderness Agility course for another 10 hours, and we're going to be getting more GP from that and more XP. Maybe we'll even get the pet, if that's possible. But in my first hour back, I made close to 1.9 mil. That is incredible. What are these two noobs up to? I feel like that blowpipe guy is going to win. But regardless of that, here's our first PKer, guys. Looks like he is all decked out in that basic 30 mil setup. But yeah, he doesn't have an infernal cape. He's just switching with the regular. So I feel a little bit more confident, a little more comfortable. He's got a lot of defense bonus, but this ballista just eats through that, even with protect prayers on. So we'll lower him a little bit. And I think it's time to strike. Let's go in for that AGS spec. I wish I would have avenged that, but here we go. 31, and he still has not prayed. Very late to the prayers. I think he's panicking a little bit here. Come on, ballista. We need to see some more accuracy from that ballista. That's going to help us get the KO. But first, this video is brought to you by Boot.Dev. On Boot.Dev, you're going to learn back-end web development from start to finish in the Python and Go programming languages. Because the folks over at Boot.Dev believe the smartest way to learn how to code is to make sure you're never bored. That is why Boot.Dev is online, self-paced, and feels like a captivating RPG game. The platform is designed to get you writing a ton of code because getting your hands on the keyboard and shipping projects is the only way to really learn. So click the link in the description box and use my code MrNoSleep to get 25% off your first payment for Boot.Dev. That is 25% off your first month or your first year, depending on the subscription that you choose. At Boot.Dev, they believe that learning to code is not a get-rich-quick scheme. They believe in going in deep and taking time to get the fundamentals so that you are as prepared as you can be for your job search. Not everyone has the means to pay for a membership, so all of their content is free to read and watch in guest mode. And if you're ever completely stuck or you just want to see how the instructor wrote the code, there are solutions available for every challenge on the site. So what are you waiting for? Learn how to code today. Click the link in the description box below and use the code MrNoSleep to get 25% off your first payment for Boot.Dev. And a huge thank you to Boot.Dev for sponsoring today's video. I might just be able to kill this guy. Another flop with the Armadillo God Sword, but he's got a lot of tank gear on. That Dragon Fire Shield is not helping anyone here. Certainly not helping his mage bonus either, but here we go. He's on the run, and he's got a nice username as well. If we can get him to cross the log, maybe I can stack a few ballista hits on him, but either way, I can still time avenge. I can still whack him with the God Sword. All right, good vengeance. His HP is so low. If we can just get a God Sword hit, we might be able to just whack him. Here we go. Come on, right here. Oh, wow. Okay, he didn't hit the venge, and we could have hit a little higher there. All right, looks like he's going across the log soon, so if I can just get there at the same time, maybe I'll have a spec back. We're 40% right now. He's still not praying melee. Let's just get one hit in. Here we go. We're venged as well. One hit, 53, and the venge stack. We got him, guys. Ah, man, he was laughing there. I don't know. I wouldn't be laughing if I lost that much. What a great start to the video. We have so much XP to turn in, as well as so much risk in my looting bag. Really glad I didn't die there, and I'm even happier that I got the kill. I was pumped up. Let's cash it in. 35k agility XP, and no spoilers. They're going to find out this key together. This is exactly at the 2-hour point. So what an incredible looting bag too. Just shy of 4.7 mil that we're going to put in the bank there. Not every item was in that bank tab, but either way, let's open up this key to see the famous 33 mil, 34 mil risk. That's like the number you always see with this setup. I wasn't expecting those bolts, Dragonstone bolts, and I wasn't expecting a Kraken tentacle, but nevertheless, we got it. Let's go ahead and start another trip. Deposit that 150. Oh, nope, just kidding. We didn't even get a chance to. All right, well, PKer was already here. That's what we like to see. We're here to anti-PK. Take your booty. I'm going to take that AGS. All right, I missed the venge there. Let's get the venge in with the spec. Oh, that was such a chance on both of our parts. Yeah, dang. I even went in for the double spec and then the triple hit, you know. I was risking HP. I wanted to get this. All right, we need our special back. There it is, 50%. They're praying range. Let's go lower that HP a little bit. So close here. Another opportunity opportunity, and the AGS just flopped again. Now, I am not good when it comes to these ladder chases. They always run the opposite way. They always think what I'm thinking, and then I don't end up getting the kills. Let's see if they come back out. Looks like I'm waiting a little too long here, and they logged out. That is unfortunate. That was a fun fight, but would have been a nice loot key. All right, this guy decided to skull on me, so we're going to go for him. We just have to get to this certain obstacle. Here we go. AGS on. Let's go in for the spec, and then the double spec. We might have to shoot the ballista upstairs. Here we go. Nice 62. All right, this should be the finishing blow depending on the hit. And there we go. Good RNG with that 38. My range bonus could be better, but I'll take it. Pretty lame key, though. I think about 200k from that. All right, I'm being attacked on the obstacle that you don't want to be attacked on. This is where damage stacks up, but they didn't really hit that much. Really went the distance with this person, and it was all down to the final hits here. Take your booty once again showing up, and so many close calls. I just cannot seem to kill this guy. But yeah, they have a decent risk on the occult necklace switch, the AGS, as well as the scepter with the blood bark. You see this setup a lot. It's like a 3 to 6 mil setup if you bring a light bearer with it. But being unpotted at the end here really cost me some DPS, and I was just going to stay till the very end. Even though it was 9 HP, you got to understand, with a risk like I have, it's only about 1 to 1.5 mil every time I die. So it's worth it to me to stay till the very end here. Let's just hope we get the hit in. I was messing up. I was panicking. I mean, when you have a fight that lasts this long, unfortunately, misclicks happen. So yeah, good fight. We did lose 29 agility tokens as well, but that's okay. It was worth it. All right, PKers slowed down, so I did bank decent inventory there. Here we are 3 hours into the video. Decent amount of action so far. This is a pretty good representation of what you can expect in 10 hours. Here we go, another PKer, and it is important to note all these PKers found me. I was not looking for them. I was in, I think, world like 350 this video, 334, and then 444. I switched it up every couple hours, but no total level worlds, no bounty hunter worlds, or anything like that. This guy, oh my, way above my pay grade, you know, he was just destroying me. Seeing as he's already killed someone this inventory and he had no hesitation attacking me, I was a little intimidated, but a couple close calls with him, and I was just trying to maximize on DPS as much as I could because I really want to outlast these PKers. That's the only way that I'm going to get better. Even if I can't get the finishing hit every time or the right timing with a vengeance, as long as I can keep working on my prey switching, maybe I'll get better and I'll just be able to outlast PKers eventually. Despite this guy's insane gear and DPS, you got to remember he has so many items in his inventory compared to me. I have more potions and more food, so we are putting him on the ropes here, ladies and gentlemen. Never give up. No matter how bad the first part of the fight goes, you never know what the second part of the fight has for you, because RNG always plays a role in this, and we got him downstairs. I got one whole brew left. Looks like he's out of food completely. He's running, and unfortunately, again, the ladder game. He did escape. Almost. Well, maybe over time, I'll get better at the ladder game. I guess the smartest thing is to just follow them in there and try to quickly attack them as soon as you can. I don't know. But either way, I cashed in 12k agility XP there. And yeah, I was down to no food, so I had to go and bank all of my looting bag and, of course, return. I now have over 1,000 wilderness agility laps completed, and I've enjoyed every single one, except the first 37 before this update happened. Well, guys like this with the Ancient God Sword and this type of setup, they are just doing so much DPS on me outside. I feel like I'm going to take advantage of this ladder and just try to fake a maneuver with my ballista's AGS, and maybe I'll have better odds of hitting them off prayer. But for the most part, I don't think I'm going to get away from this guy. He's taken all of my food, and I haven't even chanced him once. Surprisingly, I got away, but the very next world I went to, there he was again, you know? And it's funny, because I don't join any clan chat, I don't keep my private chat on, so I don't know how people find me so quick with all the world choices. But this time, I wasn't having it. I was trying to put up a fight more than I did last time, and we did go the distance, but same thing happened. I was trying the ladder game out, and he did get the kill. Well, let's switch out the gear and return, and here we have a noob. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. Look at that 55 AGS. We're looking like Rigondeaux with his medium helmet on. Following that, a beautiful 41. I don't know what they were thinking, but they were not thinking to pray. So we did get the kill. About 600k from that guy. So, and I just got here, so it's good when you get a kill, but unfortunately, I wasn't expecting another Smite Team 6 at the entrance here. This happens when you least expect it. Let's hope we tank. It doesn't look like we got a lot of dark bow specs coming our way, just a lot of ice barrages, so that was probably that guy's team, but they failed. 573k. Look at that Phoenix necklace. I got no respect for the Phoenix. 6 hours left, 4 hours in so far. We're not even halfway, and I've had a blast so far. This peer decided to attack me, so you guys can probably guess what's going to happen next, but I just want to talk on this setup for a second here. I do like to have a little bit of fun with my setups. That's why I'm wearing the Gilded Medium helmet. If anything, it makes me stand out more and get attacked more, but yeah, I didn't really need the extra DPS to take down this guy. Got a nice additional key from him, but he was 1 defense, so he didn't really stand much of a chance. What's that? that Ring of Dueling doing in 50 Wilderness? 300k loot key from him. All right, this guy means business. I wanted to make sure I cashed in my tickets before this fight because he's got that new armor. Yeah, pretty intimidating stuff. It's really good with a Void Waker spec and a Granite Maul on top of that, so I'm somehow still alive here. All I can say about this one is pick and choose your battles. You know, I kind of know who I have a slight chance at killing and who I probably don't have any chance of killing, and I think I might have had an opportunity on this guy right at the end there with that last spec. His HP was so low, but I just didn't get a chance to. Let's go back though. We're gonna switch up the Gilded Medium helmet for a Gilded Plate Skirt, and it took no time at all to get attacked by none other than the Queen Pin. Let's go ahead and try to get that smite on as well. We always want to capitalize on smite, especially if they're not using overhead prayers either. Then that gives us a chance to maybe get a +1 this video. Well, they might be panicking, or they might just have gotten bored and started training agility again, but let's go run in for that big spec. They're still not praying melee. Let's go in for spec number 2. All right, that was a late prayer switch. That should have been death, but looks like the prayer dropped, so let's go in for it. Please, AGS, do not fail me. All right, that might be a smite. I don't think they were panicking because they didn't switch to pray range or anything, so let's go ahead and check out this loot key together. We're not going to have any spoilers. There it is, the Armadillo Godsword. What a great feeling. Oh man, all right, a smite. That rarely happens. All right, we are back. This setup is doing good so far. This 105, yeah, he's a voider with just range and magic, no melee at all. He is definitely getting the better of me in the beginning of this fight, but as soon as the tide turns, I'm going to capitalize a lot on this DPS. It just took me a little bit to get the hang of things. Beautiful one-tick AGS spec there. I'm proud of that one, but I hit a 0, so that was unfortunate. But here we go. Come on, another AGS spec coming through for me. We got to fake it with the ballista yet again. Here we go. 71. All right, so I mean, it's really going to come down to the very end here. I don't think we're going to KO each other. I think we're both out, and I'm 24 HP. He looks to be about 85. But with that Vinch hit, as well as my DPS, we might have a shot here. 1 HP, it's going to take a miracle. Oh, geez, it might take a lot more than that. But he was out of food. I want to say that on record. But he was a 105, so I can't give myself too much credit for that attempt at a kill. But either way, here we are, just getting back and not even getting to spend my 150k. We've run into another max PKer. I don't think I have a chance with this one. We got a Void Waker and an AGS, so he really has a lot of confidence. But hey, he loves the content. We do appreciate the kind words from everyone, including the PKers. Don't appreciate that double Void Waker, though. That guy definitely had a light bearer, but as you can see, it took a lot of my brews, so I stayed a while, but we did die. Gotta break this bad luck streak. We're back with yet again another PKer. As you can see, I mean, sometimes these guys show up in no time at all, but we did lower him quite a bit. We're down to just a few brews here. I'm really proud of myself that these fights are at least going the distance, even though I still do quite a lot of mess ups, but that's okay. 71 to the face, it happens. Hopefully this video, it makes it feel a little bit more relatable to the average PKer out there, because I'm nothing more than average. I want to put that on record as well. And that's why I love doing these videos, because I'm not perfect, and if I was to kill everyone, I mean, that would be awesome, right? I mean, I'd be a lot richer than I am today. But this is kind of like just the most realistic version of Anti-Pking, if you are somewhat good. I mean, I've killed 4,900 people, but I've also died 2,100 times, so I got nothing to brag about, but I hope this makes the video feel a little bit more relatable to some of you. And those of you who are much better PKers than me, teach me your ways. All right, for some reason this guy's leaving, but he definitely out DPS. Oh, that's why he's got a little dark bow team on the side there, a little side hustle if his fight doesn't work out for him, and then he just logs out. What the heck was that? Well, I'm gonna try to kill these dark bowers, but I don't know how far I'll get. They're just kind of bothering me, so took him down to 40 wild, and then I teleported away. All right, little context before you see what is about to happen in this next clip here. So this guy and me were doing agility, and I watched him kill someone, and then I watched him sit here for about 20 minutes AFK. So I went and decided to skull up, you know, no big deal. I'm not risking 15 mil scold or anything. So I was a little panicked at first because he responded really quickly, and for some reason I just knew that if I skulled up, I'm either gonna kill the guy and he's AFK, and that's not something to be proud of, or I'm gonna just get destroyed. And surprisingly, I got destroyed. Ouch. Well, that's a Fury, Gilded Plate Skirt, Ring of Suffering, Ballista. Ouch. Oh, that's about 18 mil. Well played, sir. Next time, probably shouldn't skull. Why is this guy antagonizing me? All right, let's skull up. We're going to kick him, and then we're going to Void Waker him to the moon, and then we're going to AGS him to Mars, and we're going to throw that ballista over to Venus, and we're just going to make sure this man pays for his words. Turns out, after flopping with the AGS, this was a bait, so I did not pursue it. All right, I just want to skull one more time, then I'll stop, I promise. Hi-ya! What was that? All right, Void Waker. Hi-ya! A little whack? Oh, 0. Let's get out of here. All right, well, I spotted this little newbie over here with the green robes, and I could not resist. So before we get back to the Anti-Pking, I just want to do a little bit more Pking. I feel like I'm going to have to chase this guy down. He very well could have logged out, but instead of logging out, he made us both run quite a level down in wilderness. I didn't even have a stamina potion, so I had one last opportunity to get the hit in before I'd be walking, and we actually got it. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 of those keys were absolutely nothing, and his loot was only 240k, but I'll take it. It's still a kill. Well, to you loyal viewers still watching 15 minutes in, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It's a dream to still be doing this on YouTube after all these years. Alright, well, it's unfortunately the same guy from last video. He is still PKing here. Looks like I do have an opportunity, though. If I can just get down to the ladder and spec him with a Void Waker, we might get a chance. Here we go. Alright, with the ballista. Come on, 35. Oh my gosh, that's a chance. I mean, that has to be a chance. That was, oh, that would have been a 300 mil PK. That's a lot of money to lose out on. But hey, I lasted the whole fight, and I did much better than I did in yesterday's video, so I'll take it. I do want to point out that I am bringing a Void Waker and an Orbital Godsword, so now I can surprise my opponent. I can flash my AGS, make them think that I only have that as my spec, but then I can surprise them with the Void Waker. Unfortunately, I wasn't even able to try that in this fight because I died too quickly, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get an opportunity this time. Hi-ya! Oh, he's like 1 HP. What is that? And the ballista flops as well. Man, this ballista, I gotta get insurance on this thing. This is the same guy from earlier, Brazil Matrix. Alright, so he logged out, so I went ahead and attacked his other account, or his friend. I'm not sure what's going on here. But then the same Max guy from earlier showed up, so I ran and I waited for the Max guy to kill him because I knew that he wanted to PJ the fight, so I just kind of hid and I waited for my key to appear, and it did. I felt pretty smart in this very minute, but yeah, that was a nice 700k, and I didn't even get the kill myself. Alright, we're rocking the Dragon Plate skirt and the Nezzy helm, so I am trying to get a little more DPS here. Let's go ahead and whack him with the 46, and then we're going to go in for the spec here, 71. Alright, Void Waker time, baby, let's do it. 34, what is this Void Waker ballista? Don't fail me this time. 31. Oh, that was nothing short of magical. But as I was leaving, I guess the same guy from earlier, I must have just killed one of his accounts, and there's Brazil Matrix yet again. So I don't want to lose these keys. I made my way towards the Ice Giants, and I comboed him like there was no tomorrow, guys. He had no chance. My weapons are on point in this very moment, so let's go ahead and open up these loot keys. I wish he'd had another account. I would have taken him down too. But anyway, 1 mil from the first loot key. That's a nice one. That was from the first fight. Could have been better, but I'll take it. And then 572k from the second guy. 3 hours left of this 10-hour journey. It's easy to play 10 hours a day when you're having fun the whole time, but yet again, another fight. Didn't take too long for this guy to show up, so let's go ahead and try to outlast him. We have all the food in the world, all the potions, and it got all the way down to him being out of food and logging out. Should have brought mithril seeds, but that's okay. Now, I do want to say, not every fight goes my way. There are times where I just can't get the person past 85 HP, and that's exactly what happened here. I don't think I chanced this guy a single time, and it can be a little demotivating to die to people like this, but at the same time, there's just really good PKers in the game, and if you're not hitting much, then you really can't do much. But the moments where you do hit, the moments where you go up against someone more relatable, like you're about to see here, that's what I live for. Looks like he's doing a little anti-Pking too, but he wanted to skull up. Don't worry about it, man. I know how you feel, but just know, sometimes when you skull, bad things can happen. He had a good start to this fight with all that damage at the beginning, but to be fair, I was jumping an obstacle. Now that I got the hang of things, for some reason, he looked like he was trying to do some agility. Where are you going, RTO dung? Shouldn't you be at RTO? What are you doing here at the obstacle course? What's that prayer doing? It's not up anymore. 51 to finish him off with the smite overhead. That just might be another +1, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 hours left to go. Oh man, I'm ecstatic. We are not getting a peek of this key. Look at that though. 15 mil. Oh, it's great when you don't have a preview. You know, the heart's racing and you just want to see that +1, and there he is. Well, that's gonna cover all the deaths. That's awesome. I just love anti-Pking. I love smiting. I mean, I didn't think I'd smite 2 Orbital Godswords at this combat in this bracket at this area. Alright, we got Tammy and Amy here, or Bonnie and Clyde, whatever you want to call them. Probably just gonna escape here. I'm risking a decent amount, but but yeah, no escape for me. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. I mean, I'm still on that high from the AGS PK. All right, little context to this clip. I was AFK completely, like out of my bedroom in another room and getting coffee, and this person attacked me. I was doing agility with them for like an hour, and yeah, so I had to defend myself. I was just stunned, and I really could have died, but I guess they must have gotten to me when I just got back to the room, because I walked in, and there they were attacking me. If I would have had mithril seeds, I probably could have killed them, but they got away. All right, we are coming to a close now. 59 minutes left on the clock. I hope we can run into some more PKers, but either way, 1.4 mil in the looting bag. Got a lot in the looting bag at this point. We don't want to lose it to this PKer, so 3, 2, 1, hi-ya! And we, just like that, have taken him down. Should be a good loot. I love seeing a dragon crossbow. I also had 2.9 mil in the looting bag, so I wasn't bothered for quite a while there, and we got another 2.9 mil from the PK itself. Well, guys, this is what you've all been waiting for. The final 5 minutes, the true final 5 minutes of this video. We were attacked by a guy who just got done killing someone I was training agility with, so let's avenge their death. It looks like he's going to be on the run shortly. Voidwaker spec inbound. All right, here we go. He's not praying. 59. He's very low HP. We can shoot him with a ballista. Maybe we'll get it. 161 XP drop. That should be it, but I mean, I don't know. I might die here. Let's just go anyway. Come on, come on. 36. We got it. What's going on to the south? Okay. Oh, no. We're on smite, right? Oh, no, no. Okay, okay. We're still alive. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Let's go. Don't stop. Wow. We did it. We pulled it off. We dodged quite a few ballistas, quite a few bullets, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 hours. Part 2 has been completed with a 17 mil PK at the very end. Not to mention some pretty impressive tanking on my part. There is truly no better way to conclude a video. We also avenged the death of that nice guy. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and price check everything. Let's see how much we made from 10 hours of agility and 10 hours of anti-Pking. What a fun part 2. I gotta start doing more part 2s. All right, so the overall loot from 10 hours of agility comes out to be 12 mil this time around, about 1.2 mil an hour. Certainly not the best, but when you're here to anti-PK, this is a great bonus of GP. 12 mil, that's like another AGS. Also managed 460k agility XP, and the overall loot from 17 different kills comes out to be, rounded up, 90 million GP. That is absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I didn't give up. I'm so glad I came here again, and thanks to you guys for wanting me to. All the comments, that's why I wanted to make a part 2. 160 mil in 2 days we have made by training agility, and I'm not the best PKer in the world. I'm not even close, but I'm still making great money and having a lot of fun doing it. Well, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you with this.
So let me ask you something. If you're in free-to-play, where do you get ice cream at? You know what I mean? Where is... I'm just wondering.
For those who remember, you know. And a reminder to check out Boot.Dev in the description. Use code Mr. No Sleep. It'll save you 25% off. A big thank you to the YouTube channel members with a special shout out to DeceptionZ, xXzoticx, and LettuceAttak. Until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.